Good evening, this is Louis Barnes for Orca News. The headlines. COVID-19 cases in Landova spiked to 27. Sonomo City under quarantine. Ye Old Terrestrial under quarantine. Plainsfield City and Frostley Village under closure. Information, Communications, Science and Technology Department setting up Wi-Fi zones. Landovian Congress to hold a hearing on the island's jurisdictions. The Health Department received a total of 27 confirmed coronavirus COVID-19 patients. This chart shows the number of COVID-19 cases in Landova for the past weeks. We have now a total of 14 recoveries, 3 deaths, and 10 active patients. Here's the map for the number of COVID-19 patients' residences in Landova. 12 are in Schottler, 7 are in Plainsfield City, 4 are in Picot City, 3 are in Flathills Village, and 1 in Old Massa Village. The cases spiked due to the infection of the close contacts of the past confirmed cases. The Health Department warns the public for a possible surge of possible cases in the next few days. The President will have a press conference later in a few minutes. Sonomo City is under quarantine. More to follow with George. George?
Yes, Luis. The mayor of Sonomo City has ordered the whole city under quarantine isolation level 1 for 2 weeks. This means that outsiders are not allowed to enter the city with or without lawful reason unless if a health worker. Residences are limited to go out but can't leave the city. Curfew also imposed from 9 p.m. until 9 a.m. All restaurants and shops are closed except for Subway at Middleton Avenue. The mayor stated that the construction of Praticano will still be in progress. All in all, safety measures are incredibly must-have to do. As of today, the city has no confirmed COVID-19 cases. Luis?
Thank you, George. The province of Ye Old Terrestrial composing of Old Massa Village, Flathills Village, Frostley Village, and Redstone 1 are all under quarantine isolation level 1. The governor of the province has ordered quarantine isolation in the whole province. The governor stated that the movement of people outside must be reduced and be limited. Public places are all closed for now except for Wendy's and Starbucks at Snowfall Avenue in Frostley Village. Residences must be at home at all times. Outsiders are not allowed to enter the province with or without a lawful reason or company in any circumstances. Plainsfield City and Frostley Village are under closure. More to report from Amanda. Amanda?
Yes, Louis. The mayor of Plainsfield City and Frostley Village ordered closure in their places. This means that outsiders are not allowed to enter the areas without a lawful reason or company. The movement of people is still normal but recommended to be limited and must be at home. Public places for people are ordered to be limited to a certain number of people. Louis.
Thank you, Amanda. The Information Communications Science and Technology Department is installing free Wi-Fi throughout Landova. More to report from Ludward. Ludward?
Yes, Louis. The Information Communications Science and Technology Department is setting up free Wi-Fi connection zones throughout Landova. This helps Landovians access the internet in free, reliable ways. This can also help to stay updated for the information regarding the coronavirus COVID-19. The department stated that they will install these Wi-Fi zones in public places such as in parks, convenience stores, restaurants, and hospitals. The internet connection speed is limited up to 50 Mbps. Illegal use of the internet will be held liable for charges and fines. Louis?
Thank you, Ludward. President Limson is holding a press conference about the coronavirus COVID-19. Let's watch this.
As we all know, we are facing a time of tragedy and crisis. We are all going to have to control this virus. Let us not impair our way of living. This crisis must stop afterwards. I talked with the Secretary of the Health Department. He said that this might increase a bit for a while in the next few days. I'm right in front of you, talking on how to handle this pandemic. We don't want what the secretary had said. We are in control. We are in control of the virus. The virus doesn't control us. As for the recommendation of the Health Department, the Interior Department, and the General Secretary of the nation, we must do what we have to do. Let us not be hasty about the situation because this is a long and crucial situation that we are dealing with. As of today, the Health Department recorded 12 confirmed cases of the coronavirus here in Shuttler. The highest number of coronavirus COVID-19 patients infected are residing here. Due to the impending contagious matter and dealing with the worst-case scenario, I have no choice but to raise the alert level in Shuttler to Q2 quarantine isolation level 2 for 1.5 weeks, which will end on June 1st. The guidelines for Q2 said that residents are not allowed to leave the municipality. Outsiders are not allowed to enter the municipality with or without lawful reason or company. Movement of people must be reduced and restricted to 5 to 10% of people outdoors. Businesses must be closed and other potential factors must be reduced and contained. I had talked to the mayor of Shuttler if this will be okay for him. He agreed. I know Shuttler is the prospective financial capital of Landova. But we need to make sacrifices, do you know that? If it is which we are depriving of uncertainties and lack of motion in the municipality. Commerce Valley Terrace's village quarantine isolation area is doing fine. Not much is quarantined in there. We will have a meeting for that. As of now, doctors, nurses, and patients with severe symptoms of the coronavirus, who have not yet been tested, are only allowed to enter the area. I ordered Commerce Valley Terrace's village by the decree of the mayor of the village to put the whole village under lockdown. Effective from tomorrow until May 24th. Plainsfield Medical Hospital said to me that they would only handle patients with mild symptoms of COVID-19. All who are tested positive, they said that they would be sent to Lingus General Hospital for better treatment. The Secretary of the Health Department had ordered that all positive COVID-19 patients must be sent to Lingus General Hospital. People with severe symptoms must forward it to CVTV. And mild symptoms in Plainsfield Medical Hospital. As for that matter, we will be validating and monitoring closed contacts of the COVID-19 patients, also at Plainsfield Medical Hospital. I ordered the hospital to separate the mild symptomatic patients and the close contacts who are asymptomatic. If they didn't do what I ordered them to do, I will close down and demolish that hospital. Not only that, but the whole city of Plainsfield will also be under an extensive lockdown for a long period of time. I am just saying. I am not threatening. The mayor of Plainsfield City has ordered that they will be under closure until June 6th. I recommend and I say that you must raise the level to quarantine isolation level 1. Because this city has a lot to walk on and people might be infected. As for the rest of the cities, municipalities, and districts, the minimum alert level will be under closure. No single place of Landova will be under nothing. Now I have ordered this pertaining matter. The people of Landova, I say to you again, we are in control. As long we know what we are dealing with and fighting with, we can achieve greater. That's it for this conference. Thank you, dear Landovians.
And that's the press conference of President Limson. He stated while ago that Shuttler is under quarantine isolation level 2 effective until June 1st. We will be right back after the break. The Health Department released a summary guideline of the coronavirus COVID-19 alert levels in Landova. Here you can see there are 4 alert levels, namely, closure, quarantine isolation level 1, quarantine isolation level 2, and lockdown. Closure means that there is a limited entry of outsiders. The movement of people will still be normal. Quarantine isolation level 1 means that there are restricted entry and exit. The movement of people will be reduced and maintained low. Some businesses will be closed, works will be limited. Quarantine isolation level 2 means there are still restricted entry and exit. The movement of people will be limited to 10% per population. And lockdown means that going outside will be restricted.
All will be at their homes.
All businesses will be closed, works will be suspended. These guidelines help what the citizens must do and not do in the time of this pandemic. The Senate and the House of Representatives are holding their meeting regarding the claiming of the two islands on Antarctican Bay, whether to be claimed in jurisdiction by Plainsfield City or Schottler. Our weather for tomorrow in Landova. Take a look at this. Here are the overall alert levels in different cities, municipalities, and villages in Landova. Commerce Valley Terraces Village is under lockdown. Schottler is under quarantine isolation level 2. Sonomo City and the province of Ye Old Terrestrial composing of Old Massa Village, Flathills Village, Frostley Village, and Redstone 1 are under quarantine isolation level 1. Plainsfield City and Frostley Village are under closure. Hicot City is automatically under closure as for the President's statement earlier. And that's it for tonight's Orca News. We would like to remind you that all must be at home right now. The pandemic isn't over yet. Let us stay at our homes and be healthy at all times. This is Louis Barnes for Orca News. Good evening everyone.